I'm Marek D'Amato.
I'm Matt.
And welcome to the first Mindbreakers of 2019.
Happy New Year.
And as a kind of prediction for how this year's going to go, seeing as how the last year went, I have a very, very, very special movie for Matt. Especially considering I've gone a little too easy on him on the movies I get to choose.
I know, I've gotten some of the good ones.
And you got Brave Little Toaster, you got Zombie 2.
Zombie 2 was good.
That was good. Today I'm going to give you something that's been on the wheel since the beginning of the show.
Oh, good lord.
It's shot on Shidio.
No.
And even though I am going to read the synopsis for it, as I usually do, it probably doesn't need one. Mini Matt, today you're going to be watching, to kick off 2019, and the 125th episode of Mindbreakers.
I'm scared.
Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I've heard tales. I've heard the tales.
From 2001.
Yeah, you know what? It would be a 2001 film. But 5.1, I'm genuinely surprised at that.
It doesn't even have a synopsis.
I mean, really.
It just says Kung Fu action comedy horror musical about the second coming. Oh, good.
I think the title speaks for itself.
Jesus Christ. The first testament says an eye for an eye. The second testament says love thy neighbor. The third testament kicks ass. The filmmaking team that brought you Harry Knuckles and won Spirit of Slam Dance Prize with Harry Knuckles and the Treasure of the Aztec Mummy ups the ante with this tale of the ultimate action hero, Jesus Christ. The second coming is upon us and Jesus has returned to earth. But before he can get down to the serious business of judging the living and the dead, he has to contend with an army of vampires that can walk in the daylight, combining kung fu action with biblical prophecy and a liberal dose of humor. The film teams a savior with Mexican wrestling hero El Santos against mythological horrors and science gone mad, and also manages to address contemporary sexual politics. And did we mention that it's a musical? This sure ain't Sunday school.
Okay, one. Okay. And two, really the only thing I took out of that was Harry Knuckles. And I had to fucking look up where Harry Knuckles was. And I don't know what this is, but this is the best quality image I have.
Do you know the way?
I don't think he knows the way. This is a fucking screenshot from the movie.
No, that's a screenshot from this movie.
That's fucking worse.
It somehow has a 5.1 on Rotten Tomatoes on IMDb.
It has to have like that charm or something. Oh my god!
I heard about this when I was in Seja. I've been wanting to see it for a while.
Like I said, I've heard tales, so I'm ready.
This is the legendary movie, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. Let's go.
In the new millennium, vampires no longer fear the sun. Now they're going to learn. It's time to fear the Son of God! When the living dead outnumber the living, even the Messiah needs a little help. Phil Caracas is Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
Well.
Yeah.
That's,
That was a film.
That was the film.
That was the film.
That was the film. The kind of film, which is why I started this whole show to begin with.
Oh my, this was such a blast.
I can't say it was a good movie.
I don't think anyone can say it's a good movie, but
it was fun.
Yeah, this was this has to be the most fun film I've seen on Mindbreakers.
It's up there for me.
Oh yeah, it's
Just
up there.
because I've seen a lot more of them than you have, but this is
Oh, for sure, but like still,
top 3. This is top 3.
this is the best movie I've seen on Mindbreakers. Like for me,
Yeah.
like hands down.
Night of the Demons.
As like an actual film, Night of the Demons is the best one. But I mean, like, for what this is, oh yeah, this is the best one.
Oh, Samurai Cop.
If Samurai Cop maybe thought they were editing the film in the film.
Yes. This one, I don't think they edited the film at all.
This is like a home movie collection.
We start out with some people babbling about Jesus, and then we meet what can best be described as a crazy man.
Oh yeah, that's
who
right.
just pops out of the bushes and starts yelling at you.
Yeah, Charles Manson pops out.
Yeah, he looks like Charles Manson. It's kind of unnerving.
He really does, especially the eyes.
And he has the beard. He's just missing the swastika, thank God. And he's just saying, like, introducing us to the movie in a very off-putting, disturbing way.
Yeah, he's like quoting proverbs and stuff like that. It's very weird. But it's basically just saying that, like, oh yeah, Jesus will rise again. And that was the point of that. And then what happened? Jesus rose again.
Well, there's some murders of
Oh yeah, the waitress or whatever gets murdered by her car by a vampire.
Yeah, it's a nurse. Nurse gets murdered.
Not for real reason. She just wanted her car.
Yeah.
That was it. And then we get introduced to a priest running in the streets.
Yep.
Who then runs up to this biker gang looking dude.
Yeah.
With spiky colored hair.
Yep.
Very 80s punk rock.
Red mohawk. Red spiky mohawk.
Yeah. Who's also a priest.
Because of course he is.
Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Right?
Right.
And then, what is it that like something evil's going down?
There's a party going down right here.
Yeah, and then they're like, there's only one person who can do this. You know who that person is.
Yeah. Also, it's vampires who are killing people.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, it is called Jesus Christ.
Vampire Hunter.
Vampire Hunter.
And so they go to the one man who can save them, Jesus Christ, who's in the middle of just throwing a woman in the sea, it looks like.
Like, he does the whole baptism thing, it's all very pretty and all that. The priest walk on the beach and he just fucking shoves her into the water. I love it. She never comes back up, by the way.
He's in a robe that doesn't fit well and a terrible wig.
Glorious.
And they're like, hey, the two priests are like, hey, vampires. Jesus, you're the only one who can stop them.
And he agrees.
Okay, let's fight the vampires.
And
then the vampires show up and kill the two priests.
Because he tells them to go pray in the water? Oh, I guess so they can make a holy water.
Yeah, he wants them to bless the water so he can throw them in.
I see now. Okay, that makes more sense. I was trying to figure out why the priests were in there.
And you'd think, well, you're Jesus. Couldn't you, like, just do it yourself?
I mean, he was in there.
Yeah, just like you made the ramen in your Birdemic 2 review. Just boom.
Just like that. Like, come on.
I think we may have found a new Birdemic, though.
This is the best Birdemic.
Can we call this Birdemic 3?
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Or
who says Birdemic 3 won't have vampires if it's ever made?
And Jesus.
If Jesus isn't in Birdemic 3, he fucked up. James Doohan fucked up.
Well, yeah, he did. That's why he made Birdemic 3. That's why I made Birdemics 1 and 2.
Oh my god. And then we get treated, after he kills
After
the vampires.
he kills the vampires.
We get treated to one of the other genres that this film is classically known for.
But first, Jesus goes to get a haircut.
Yeah. And piercings.
And piercings.
Bad piercings.
Yeah, because I've gotten an earring. I have one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not supposed to bleed.
No.
Because they don't do the piercing properly. Because this is the thing. For earrings, they have a gun.
Yeah.
Boom. 2 seconds, you're good.
Yeah.
They're cutting through it with what looks like an awl they used to put holes in leather.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't actually do that to him, and if they did, I hope he got paid all of this movie's budget.
Literally all $200 of it.
Yeah, no, 50.
I'm being generous, okay?
I'm not.
But yeah, after he gets his new haircut due and his earrings, we get treated to a musical number.
Of course we do.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty good song, I suppose.
It's honestly not bad.
I'm just amazed this movie's a musical.
Yeah, and it does its job to remind us.
Because this is the thing. You can read like we did. We read in the description, musical.
But you still just don't.
I didn't believe them.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, it's not a musical.
Like you're thinking, okay, maybe there's just a lot of music tracks or something. No, there's just straight up singing and shit in it.
Original songs too.
Yeah, that's the part that fucks me up. Like, it's all original.
But it's also not really a musical because there's like 1 or 2 songs and that's it.
Well, 3 if you count the bar scene.
I don't count as a song.
Then yeah, there's 2.
Also, it doesn't for me. Songs like that don't count for me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because it's a live performance.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's
like you've seen Temple of Doom, right?
Yeah.
When Willie sings "Anything Goes," does that make it a musical?
No, I get what you mean.
Because there's another song after that where they do the sacrifice and they do the singing in the Hum Num Shavai, Hum Num Shavai, Hum Num Shavai, and then the heart catch on fire. It's all very cool.
Cool shit. But the first song has like choreography.
Yep.
You want to call it that?
He skateboards.
He
looks like Chris O'Donnell.
He really does.
He gets his beard shaved off, which I don't like. You could have at least left him like a soul patch or something.
Yeah. Instead they gave him sideburns, which okay.
He meets another priest because he goes to a diner.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot Hooters.
It's not Hooters.
It's not Hooters. They're trying to tell us it's Hooters.
It's like, this is Hooters. No, that's a small diner.
It's straight up just a diner. It has like 1 waitress apparently.
But on the way to the diner, he's walking through the park. He's having a fun time.
Is that on the way to the park?
No, he goes to the diner.
Yeah, it's right after.
He talks to the priest and learns more about the vampires.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make some steak. So he goes. He gets some logs. He's walking back through a park in Ottawa. This is filmed on location in Ottawa, by the way. And then just 2 people get out of a car and say, "We're the atheists," and hit him with a stick. And then a massive fight scene.
It's like 6 minutes long.
He's fighting all the atheists
that are coming out of one.
It's one car.
One car.
And he doesn't do the obvious thing of just break the car because that's obviously what. You never played Gauntlet? Come on.
And he just keeps spawning out of it.
There's so many.
He killed like 20 atheists. It's so good. The fight scenes in these movies, by the way.
Yeah.
They're not good.
No.
But good lord, are they enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Like you just know that they filmed that on a Saturday afternoon, and they're just like, do whatever. Just make a fight scene.
Does it have to make sense?
No. Have you seen
Actually, extra points if it doesn't.
No, it's so good. There's no other way to describe it. It's just good.
So he finally, after he kills all the atheists,
all the bodies are there.
He goes home with the logs, and at this point, Mini Matt still doesn't know what the logs are for.
I mean, it wasn't I didn't know what they were for. It's just where'd he get the fucking logs? That was more my concern.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see him pick them up. I only saw him pick them apart. Yeah, exactly. That was it. I'm like, okay. And there's some woman in his house.
In camo with a gun. So obviously he assumes it's a threat. But no, it's Mary Magnum.
Yeah.
Who's an assassin, works for the church.
She's an apostle, apparently.
And she's teaming up with them. And so they make a bunch of steaks and
then you go take a sauna.
Go, fucking laptop into the sauna. That laptop's dead.
That 2001 laptop is dead.
Yeah. And from there, there's you're kind of conspicuous in your robe, Jesus. So she puts on a shiny red jumpsuit.
And
that's not conspicuous at all. And they do
fashion.
If you've ever seen a chick flick, like a chick flick comedy movie, and the scene where they try on a lot of clothes, that happens, but with Jesus.
By the way, that happens, but with Jesus is pretty much the motto of this film. We have to constantly remind ourselves that it's Jesus.
Because after this, because he picks a suit of clothes that are a
boring.
Yeah, pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and now he's not really even Jesus anymore.
Yeah, he's just like Chris
Some
O'Donnell who accidentally walked into the wrong set.
Chris O'Donnell or possibly Gilligan.
Oh my! I don't even think I remember what happens. Oh yeah, they go to infiltrate the base.
Yeah.
The vampire base.
It doesn't go well.
No, you meet Mad Dr.
Guy Fieri. I'm gonna say now. Watch this movie. Normally we save like recommendations to the end.
No.
Now, watch it.
You need to watch it. Like, good lord.
Even after we explain it, it still won't do the movie justice. Watch it.
Like, trying to explain what happens in this movie.
We're gonna sound like madmen.
Yeah. But yeah, just Jesus Christ beats up a bunch of atheists. It's normal.
It's what it is.
It's so good. It's just so good. I can't. I keep laughing when I think about what happens later on. Look at that fucking cover. Oh my god. So
the power of Christ impales you. Also, let's talk about the audio in this movie.
All the camera microphone, I love it.
Well, it's dubbed.
Yeah, that's the worst
It's not
part.
dubbed, but it sounds dubbed.
I don't know if it's like audio desync or something, but
I think the best moment is Jesus on a skateboard. Because that just sounds like something you'd scream if you like drop something on your foot.
But it's not even his skateboard. It's
he takes someone's skateboard and it's like, hello, fellow kids. This movie needs Steve Buscemi.
I mean, what movie does?
Steve Buscemi is Jesus.
Speaking of, like, there were a bunch of faces I thought, like, that looked like people I recognized. At one point, I thought I saw Epic Lloyd. Which, like, I want to rewatch the film and see if it's actually him. If it is, it's fucking hilarious. I swear I thought I saw Bill Hader.
I don't know how this movie happened before YouTube.
Oh, this is like YouTube the movie. Like, period. Like, if you guys have ever looked up, like, a guy who has, it doesn't matter the sub count. If you ever looked up a movie on YouTube that someone made,
yeah,
that's what this is.
I think there'd only be one difference if this were made today. Interesting thing about it, it keeps talking about how oddly this movie has a moral message. It's trying to say something.
Yeah.
It's saying that lesbians are people too, and there's nothing wrong with love, and that God has no problem with anyone unless you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, good. Not really the movie I'd use to get this message across, but
they're trying.
Kudos.
Yeah, kudos.
But the only difference, if this were made today, would be the atheists would wear fedoras.
They already got the trench coats and everything.
Yeah.
Fedoras.
This movie was the best. So they attack the base. They're sneaking through air vents that they find in the sewer because this is video games.
Like you said, crazy Guy Fieri doctor harvesting skin and organs.
Yeah.
Necrophiliac.
Oh, we also have the line earlier in the movie, "Where are our lesbians?"
Which again, not seeing the film.
And now we get, "Go harvest more lesbian skin."
This movie is genuinely worth watching.
I'd also like to point out that the skin is not lesbian. The person you took the skin from is lesbian.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We said that so many times while watching it. Whenever he asks something, it's like, don't worry about it.
You just have to keep telling yourself, right, this is Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
To quote, to paraphrase Mystery Science Theater 3000, just repeat to yourself, it's just a film. I should really just relax and watch Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. Mary Magnum gets bitten.
Oh yeah, after the epic fight on the roof.
And Jesus, our hero, and not just our hero, but Jesus, leaves. He just runs away and goes to eat sad pancakes.
No, isn't he picked up by a transvestite first?
Yeah, he does. He's beaten up on the ground, and like help me, and a priest won't, and a cop won't, who's for some reason Irish, in Ottawa. I lived in Ottawa, no. But we don't allow that. He gets picked up by a transvestite with a tiny dog, and I'm confused. I know with transsexuals, it's you use the pronoun they're presenting as. What is it with transvestites? Does it even matter?
No.
Let's just use they to avoid offending anyone.
Well, they that's gonna be really hard to use in a sentence, but yeah.
They nurse Jesus back to health
by singing.
But
Mark?
Mixed horribly.
Oh yeah.
Because I have no idea what they said.
Yeah, like you guys ever seen like an old YouTube 2008 Let's Play that's used Hypercam to record everything? It sounded like that.
Better. Camcorder.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like that. God bless. And then that scene is just irrelevant after because they
never show up again, and he's eating sad pancake. Well, I think it's like hash browns.
Something.
He's eating something sad in a diner.
Well, the same diner from before.
And the waitress, who apparently has a crush on him, brings him a bowl of ice cream with cherries in it, and then it starts to talk to him because it has the voice of God. It's like, go find the saint of the ring.
Call your mother.
Yes.
She misses you.
And so Jesus goes and meets up with the luchador Santos.
Was never really properly introduced.
No, he's just there and surrounded by reporters and has an assistant with a big butt who everyone wants to grab, I guess.
Yeah, it's the running joke of the film.
I don't think this movie needs a running joke. This movie is jokes.
It really doesn't, but it does. That's the thing it does.
This movie is a joke. I think it was a joke played on us. And I couldn't be happier.
Whoever made this film, thank you.
Thank you. You are great. Whatever anyone says, no matter what anyone says to you, like, oh, you're untalented, yada yada, no. Don't listen to them. You made this. Everything you have has value. You
made art.
This is art. This is the definition of art. If I didn't love doing the show so much, I'd stop it with this episode. Because there's no way in fuck we're watching anything better.
We've peaked. This is it.
This is the end. My only friend. The end.
See, after that, they go to a bar. Or jive. Fucking, there's bands playing or some shit.
Yeah, but first they talk to they interrogate the guy who sold them the clothes.
Oh, right.
And he is so irrelevant to the plot that I'm just saying that the scene happens. He talks in...
He's the white black guy.
Yeah, he talks in I don't know. So they go to the bar. There's a blind leper, apparently, with no teeth who starts singing.
Yeah, well, singing.
And then calls him up on stage to sing.
Yeah, because everyone knows who Jesus Christ looks like now.
Yeah, now he looks nothing like he does. I was holding out hope that for the final fight scene, because like there's a scene transition here.
Oh yeah.
That has like a spinning wheel with a crucifix on it, and go Jesus, and like Wonder Woman. And I was hoping against hope that he'd like do the spin thing, like the doot 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 doot, and just transform back into the Jesus clothes.
It's like that's the only negative thing about the film is they didn't keep the clothes. That's the only negative thing.
Or at least like switch back to them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Or even better than the Wonder Woman spin, if he does like a magical girl transformation back.
It's just like all like fucking hallucinated colors and shit.
I will say,
we need to remake this film.
I still think Trey Parker and Matt Stone handle Action Jesus better than this.
Oh yes.
With the sunglasses and the Uzis doing the Neo stuff. This is before The Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the park scene.
The slow-mo.
When the slow-mo kicked in, that's when the movie peaked.
So he looks in the mirror behind him at the bar, finds out that he's like, Santos, and the girl with the big butt are like the only humans.
Yeah. Genuinely.
So he's doing a drum solo, and he just throws the steak, and a big steak action battle happens.
My favorite part is when he took like 8 drumsticks.
Yeah, just
And
threw
just
them,
shot them
and they
all.
each hit
And
off
they
a
all died.
vampire. And then Santos kills one with a toothpick.
Really, what justifies to what kills a vampire is very not limited in this fight.
They're immune to sunlight now, I guess. You'd think Jesus just punching you if you were a vampire would kill you.
You think?
Like, he'd just do the 2 fingers on the side of your neck and your head would explode like in Fist of the North Star.
That's what this movie was missing.
Remake this as an anime.
Honestly, yes.
Give it to the JoJo guys.
Oh my god.
And the Fist of the North Star guys.
Have them each make their own version.
Yes.
We'll compare them.
The prize is my singing gizmo toy.
I wouldn't say recognition, but yeah, okay, that works too. Oh my god.
So the fight, he kills a guy. He kills a woman in the toilet, and is helped by a guy in the toilet.
Yeah, and he doesn't really kill her. He just pushes her into the stall and tosses the steak at the guy taking a shit.
And he's like, okay.
Like, he just knew what to do. He's like, you're right. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Then he throws a plunger at him.
It's also funny in the song, he's going around healing people.
Yeah, dead people, might I add.
He's making more living dead. And then he's a progression of scenes I can't quite remember happen. And then a little bust of the Virgin Mary starts flashing and his mom's calling him. And they talk.
Only for a short while.
And I think I had a moment. I just went down.
I mean, like, really, like, okay, you would think God speaking to him
Through ice cream.
But, like, that's kind of, I get that. He's God. He can do whatever. Why can Mary do it?
I don't know.
And why would she do it through a bust of herself?
Maybe explain that it's I don't know, some kind of, like, Mary cell phone.
Maybe.
Like something like, you know how, like, the Super Friends?
Yeah.
Have the hotline?
Fair enough.
I don't know.
It was great. How does it light up?
I don't know. And finds out that they're holding Santos and the chick with the big butt in a junkyard. So they go to rescue her. He goes to rescue them. Big fight happens.
Wow.
And it's being televised. And he also shows up to fight Guy Fieri, who does kung fu with human body organs.
He uses intestines.
As like a nunchuck whip. And he ties kidneys to his fists to hit harder, I guess. And then Jesus cuts his throat.
But then he heals it.
Because not even this can separate you from my love.
And then he punches him again.
And
honestly, the fight at the junkyard, well, I wish...
The fight at the junkyard is impossible to follow or describe. He just wins after a dirt bike trick.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Santos
he heals some woman named Maggie, who Santos has a crush on, so Maggie and Santos can get together. He heals Mary Magnum so he can get with her, but Mary Magnum's a lesbian now, I guess. And wants Maxine Shrek, who's one of the vampire chicks. So Jesus heals her.
And then they fuse together!
No, they don't.
I wish they did.
That would be great.
Would have been fucking
And then he's giving a sermon. And at random points throughout this movie, Crazy Guy pops up and just... At one point, he's just screaming at his medicine cabinet, quoting out of context Bible passages.
I don't know why I found that scene so funny. Just the fact that he's screaming at a box of Band-Aids.
Yes.
Like, the Band-Aids is what made it funny for me. I don't know why. This is great. Oh my god.
And then Santos goes back to
wherever the hell he's from,
Mexico, I guess, even though it doesn't sound Mexican. And he takes Maggie with him. Jesus squeezes the big butt chick's butt.
Because running gag.
Because, of course. And then the crazy guy harasses us again, and then the movie's over. And we get some fun bloopers.
And then you just gotta kind of sit back
and
think about what you watched.
And, like, consider your life choices that led you to this.
They were all correct, by the way.
Yes, anything that led you to watch this movie was a correct choice.
This movie's it's so badly good. Like,
What do you give it?
oh my god, fuck anything. It deserves everything. That's
Yep.
what I give it. Everything possible.
I give it everything else.
Exactly.
So, yeah, this is a great way to kick off Mindbreakers for the new year.
yeah, please watch it. Give yourselves a treat.
And we're going to keep going, even though we probably could end with this movie. Expect some changes, new stuff on my channel, and some new stuff on your channel, I guess, too.
Yeah, as always.
And we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye-bye.
The Mindbreakers train keeps rolling on.